What up guys, Joachim here, and this video I'm going to do something a little bit different than my normal. I'm going to get out of this first. So I am on Duolingo here. You can see this is actually my Greek tree. I had started Greek and studied it for a while, and then I traded with my daughter, and because this was like a paid plus account for Duolingo, and then I just started another one that was the free version and was using that for a long time, and she decided she didn't want to learn anymore, so I wanted to use the plus account, so I tried to test out of most of the stuff. So you can see, like, I restarted the whole tree, and I'm going to do this so you guys can see what happens. There's a lot of people on Duolingo on the forums upset because they redid the tree. I actually still have the old tree because mine hasn't updated yet. You can see, like, I've done almost all the way down to the end, getting everything to level 1. My goal is to try to get through everything to level 1 before this restarts, and then we'll see if I continue using the old one. But I just went in and restarted her progress. I deleted the old tree and then took a placement test, and the placement test took me from, it passed all this. Like, I didn't actually do these. I mean, I did them on my other tree, but I didn't do them here. So I took a placement test, and it took me all the way up until here. And you can see, like, family and time are the last two that are on there. And then these other ones, like, I actually knew a lot of this as well, so I went down and went to the little icon here at 3. You see the little checkpoint, or it's like a little castle with a flag out of it, and clicked on that, and you can see, like, checkpoint complete. I was able to actually do this, and by doing that checkpoint, then it also gave me all of these to level 1, beginning, occupation, conjunction, adject, I don't know what that means, verb, present, to, house, objects. Like, it took me to level 1, and it actually took me through all these, but I actually hadn't done these past tense, indefinite, article, and whatever impure 1 means. I hadn't done that yet, so I decided to go back and just do all those through the end, and then I went ahead and moved on. So and these ones that you're seeing now, beginning at checkpoint 3, I actually just have done those all to level 1. So that's kind of how it happens. I'm going to walk you through how to do that, and yeah, so that should kind of answer a lot of the questions of people upset about being reset in their progress. If you want to take a placement test, then this is what you're going to do. You could do a couple of things. You could go back and go through each one of these if it's reset to level 1. If you go click on the little key icon that you see here, you can actually just click on that key, and it will test through level 1. You can skip to level 2. And you do have to go back and redo all those lessons, but instead of doing 5 lessons, you can see I'm on lesson 0 of 5. You just do 1 lesson, and it tests you, and you skip out of it. So basically, you do 5 total lessons, and you're through occupation. You're done with it through the hardest level that they have in that section. So you can do it either way. Like, you can see there's some that I've done all the way through to level 5 and just completed the whole thing. And then there's some where I only did to level 1 and then moved on. So you can kind of do it either way. These sections down here are not unlocked. Like, it says future, perfect, history, and spiritual. Those sections actually are still locked because I haven't completed those. As soon as I complete this math section, then I've completed all 3 in this row. Then it will unlock the next 3, and I can move on to those. So that's kind of like a brief overview of how Duolingo works as far as testing through some of these things and how I've done it. I'm going to go over to my Spanish tree and delete that and show you guys how to reset your tree and how to work through it. So you can see, like, I have all my trees up here, and I'm on this little second icon. I don't know what it's called. I am on the app. So if I go down, I can click on this little toolbar thing up here. I don't know what it looks like. It's like a little gear in the upper right hand corner beside where it says profile, and I'm going to click on that. So I'm touching it with my finger, and you can see that I have all these things down here, all these different sections, and this is all kind of the settings for my account and how to use it, and I can click on this thing that says manage subscription. That's not what you need, sorry. I haven't done this in a while. Manage courses. So if you're at the top, you see like you can change your avatar. There's my name and stuff like that. And I can go down to manage courses. So progress sharing, edit, daily goal, help center, manage courses. That's what you want for this process. And I have all 4 of the languages here. I'm studying Greek. My wife is studying French. I studied Hebrew for years and I finished that a long time ago. And then here is Spanish. I am going to redo my Spanish tree today just to show you guys how to do this. So basically, you can just go in and click the delete, and it'll ask you, delete course. Are you sure deleting a course is a permanent change that cannot be undone? Well, that's kind of true. I am going to undo it, but I have knowledge already. Like I already acquired the knowledge necessary to get to a certain point on the Spanish tree. So once I delete it, it's gone. But then once I go in and take the placement test, it will take the knowledge that I exhibit in that placement test and put me forward to a point in Spanish that is appropriate for my current level. That may be disheartening for some of you because if you don't really know the language you're studying very well, or as well as you think you do, and you take the placement test, it may not place you as far along as you think it should. But if you're saying that, this material is too easy, then it'll skip over all of that. So I'm going to delete Spanish, and it takes a moment, and it's gone. So that's it. I don't want to delete any of these others, so I'm going to get out of that. And then I'm going to go back and go to my thing up here. And if I click on the little flag icon in the upper left-hand corner, you can do this with Greek too. This is mostly for the Greek people, or people that are studying Greek. But I'm going to do it for Spanish. So I'm going to add Spanish back in. And you can see here it'll ask you 2 questions. Learning Spanish for the first time or already know some Spanish. Already know some Spanish, or if you're studying Greek, it'll say already know some Greek, will pop up. And if you want to place out of certain sections of the course, you will click on that icon and then it will take you to a test. Once I begin this test, I don't know that, I think my sound will turn off. Like you won't be able to hear me in certain sections, but I'm just going to start this. I'm not going to do it all right now because it's not relevant for this video. You don't need to see how good my Spanish skills are, but I'm going to click on that, and then I'm clicking on it now. Okay, so take a test to jump ahead. It takes about 5 minutes and adapts to your level by getting harder or easier based on your answers. So I'm going to click start, and then I'll show you a few moments of it. It's pretty easy.
Tu autobús está aquí.
Okay, I can't actually hear it. Maybe it's because my phone, my volume's turned all the way up. I think just the way that I'm recording right now, it won't actually allow me to hear that, but it says, Tu autobús está aquí. Your bus is here. I think your bus is here. And, okay, so that actually was correct. So it'll take you through a full thing. I think you can test out more than half of the whole course by taking that. And I'm not going to do it right now. Like I said, I'm going to end the session. And it didn't test me out of anything because I didn't take the test. But say you tested up to section 2 and you felt like, oh man, I really only missed one question or something, and I really knew all this other stuff. I'm going to go back to the Greek tree for a moment. I knew all this other stuff. It gave me up to level 1, all the way up to here. Well, then you can go in and start testing out of other sections as well. So I'm up to occupation. You can go in and test out of earlier sections. So I clicked on that little key, and now I can skip to level 2 by starting this test, and it'll be a similar test to the one I just showed you, but it won't tell you if you got the answers right or wrong, I think. I'm not sure. Oh, let's see. I'll try it. Let's see if I can take this one. Yeah
Ο
means hello.
δικηγόρος και η γραμματέας του.
Okay. Ο δικηγόρος και η γραμματέας του. That means the lawyer and his secretary. Oh, it does tell you if you got it correct. Okay, that's pretty cool. She is a professional. Professional.
Είναι.
I don't remember the word for professional though. Apelmatias. I'm not sure. Capitanios. I'm gonna say
Επαγγελματίας.
Epangeliomatias. That's probably not correct. Xematicos. Oh, it was correct. Okay.
Ο άντρας είναι αξιωματικός στην αστυνομία.
Ο άντρας είναι αξιωματικός στην αστυνομία. So the man is an officer, I think, in the police force. Αστυνομία. Okay, that's correct. The waiter and the waitress. So if you guys are finished with this, I got a few correct there. I'm not going to continue taking this, but that basically walks you through everything you would need to know on how to test out of each of these sections. So you can actually test out of the 5 levels there and move on to level 2. That way you only have to do a couple lessons on each section and you're already got it all the way back to gold, assuming that you know them really well and are able to get through them. Anyway, so that's it. You guys take it easy, and for all you Duolingo learners, that's kind of a lesson on how to get your tree back to an appropriate area on where your knowledge is. So take it easy. Talk to you later.